Good morning, guys. Today is Wednesday, the 6th of May, 2020, and this is our English lesson for today. So, as always, we start off with our list of things that we're going to need to do our English lesson: paper, orange book if you're using it, and pencil. And for your challenge, you don't need any art supplies, you just need some paper. So, first thing to do, write the date at the top of whatever you're using, your orange book or a piece of paper, Wednesday, and make sure if you have a ruler that you have underlined it. Okay, our spelling for the week, we're working on our silent letters. So we've got build, guide, guard, wheat, whale, honest, whirl, gnome, gnaw, and surprise. I want you to choose a spelling task for the week, or you can simply write down the words. It is up to you. Pause the video here and do your spelling. Our SPAG, or spelling, punctuation and grammar. This week we're using inverted commas. We've got the same task as yesterday. Correct these sentences by adding in the correct punctuation. So my first sentence says, "I'm not hungry at all," said Lily. "It's too warm," moaned Jaleese. "Tidy your room," ordered Dad. So we need to put in the inverted commas and the comma in the correct place. Just like yesterday, we'll do the first one together, and then you can pause the video and do the next two. So if we look at the first one, "I'm not hungry at all," said Lily. Now we need to think about what Lily is actually saying, because that's where the inverted commas go. And Lily's saying, "I'm not hungry at all." So our inverted commas go at the beginning. "I'm not hungry at all." We have our comma and then inverted commas here. So our inverted commas go around what's actually said, and we also put a comma in, so there's a little pause before we say "said Lily." Pause the video here, try the next two sentences by yourself, and then we'll correct them together. Okay, our second sentence. "It's too warm," moaned Jaleese. So we have to think about what Jaleese is actually saying. "It's too warm" are the words that he uses. So we put our inverted commas at the beginning. We keep our comma after warm. We put our inverted commas above. So we can get rid of these here and these ones here. Jaleese is saying, "It's too warm." And our last one, "Tidy your room," ordered Dad. What is the order that Dad has said? It's "tidy your room." So we put inverted commas at the beginning of tidy, comma, inverted commas here to close it off, because Dad is ordering to tidy your room. Now, yesterday in our English, we decided what sandwich we're making because we're doing instructional writing. So today, our Walt, we are learning to use imperative verbs and fronted time adverbials. Now, on the slide, you're going to see two pictures talking about imperative verbs and fronted time adverbials. So we're going to take imperative verbs first, and I broke it down for you what an imperative verb is over here. An imperative verb, you've got to think of bossy words, and remember a verb is a doing word. So an imperative verb is a way of getting someone to do something. You're telling them what they're actually doing. So on this slide over here, I've got some imperative verbs: slice, chop, cut. Think about actions that you perform in the kitchen. If you're going to make a sandwich, what kind of imperative verbs are you going to tell someone to do? They've got to chop the bread, they've got to slice a tomato, they've got to toast the bread, spread the butter. I want you to put the heading imperative verbs on your page and then try and come up with 6 different imperative verbs that you might use in your writing. I've gave you 3. You can use the same ones that I've given you, or come up with your own 6. So come up with 6 imperative verbs. Pause the video here and then we'll move on together. Okay, our next part is we've got to look at what a fronted time adverbial is. So I've broken it down for you here. Fronted time adverbial, it's got to be at the start and it describes when the action is taking place. Because an adverb is a word that describes the verb. So when are you doing it? So I've got fronted time adverbials over here, and you'll notice they should have a comma after the word. So in my after, I forgot a comma, so I need to put a comma in there. I want you to try and come up with 6 fronted time adverbials. So I've said firstly, next, after. If you think about instructions, quite often they'll start with your fronted time adverbials. They'll say soon, later, next, before. Try and think of 6. If you want to take 3 of mine, you can take 3 of mine, or you can come up with your own 6. Now, when it comes to tomorrow, we're going to do the actual writing. So today, you're just gathering the words that we're going to use. So pause the video here, do your 6 fronted time adverbials. Don't forget that you need to have a comma, and then come back to the video. Okay, you should have 6 imperative verbs, so 6 doing words, and then 6 time adverbials, so tell us when the action takes place. Make sure that you take a picture or you get your evidence and you send it to Class Dojo. If you want to take part in the challenge, it's a little bit different today. I'm going to give you the link to a video for how to create a paper boat. So they're giving you instructions. You have to follow the instructions and see if you can build your own boat. Now, the link is in the video description, but I will also put it on Class Dojo. If you manage to build a boat, see if it floats, take a picture and send it on to Class Dojo. Well done, guys.